Okay, um, this video is going to be talking about how we can use our Excel sheet to track airdrop. So now, one of the things I've gotten is I've gotten a lot of requests that okay, based on the tutorial I've done and people have seen my tracker. So I use an Excel sheet. So what I use is I use Google Excel sheet for that, and you can also use it since you have a Gmail account. So the best thing for you to do is what? Use your Gmail account, go to the dashboard, right? Then sign in. Once you are in, then you can just try out the sheets for any kind of work you want to use it for, right? So that's it. Basically it. That's basically it. So that's basically it. Now let's just delve into it now. Let's go into it. So now what I do is this is my Google Excel sheet. So let me rename it to airdrop tracker, right? Then the airdrop task. No, one of the sweetest thing about using Google Excel sheet is it saves automatically. So you don't need to worry about whether your work you are doing is saved or not, right? Whether your work you are doing is saved. So now one of the things I'm doing is I am not using any templates to do any of these works I'm doing, right? So and I'm not a pro at using Excel sheet. I just decided, okay, let me just check this out. So and one of the things I discovered about tracking all your activities using Excel sheet is it helps you being productive and also know where you focus your energy on, right? So now the first thing I will do is I will name, okay, make a name. What's protocol, right? Protocol. So that means the project you're interacting with, what is the name, what do they stand for. Now the next column, make it the stage. What stage are they, right? The next one is the link to the store, to the airdrop you are participating. Now this one can be your role, are you participating or not, your role. And then this one can be, let's say whether they've launched or not. So this can be status, right? So now all this can be, you can increase their size, right? So let's say I increase them to 14 of, okay, 14. I can bolding them, right? So depending on whichever one you want as it works for you. So now let's say I'm tracking, let's say this coil, let's say I'm tracking this, right? So I don't have much here, but I'm tracking that one. So the first thing is the name, coil. That's the name of the protocol, right? So now what stage are they? Now this is where it all gets tricky. So you can try as much as possible to play around with these, right? So stage. Now this stage, they will be on different stages like the test net, the airdrop campaign. So it depends on the one they are doing. So the best thing you can use to identify what stage they are in is to use your words. The best is just use a drop down where you can have several options. So from these options, you can have, let's say, then test nets, right, to be first one, and then what color? Let's say yellow, right? So let's say mainnet, so that you know the stage. So that if it is mainnet, that should be green, right? Okay, so let me add another one. Let's say airdrop campaign. Depending on how it can be flexible, you don't necessarily have to follow this this is also have to follow this to detail, right? So just done, right? So Query dashboard is still Query protocol is still on testnet, so I'll put testnet. Then the link I copied, I can paste it here, right? That's my dashboard where I can track all my activities, right? So now what is my role? So this role also you can put on this, okay? Role. Let's say my role is I'm participating, right? So let me use this faint green and then not participating. That's very bad if you're not participating. So that should give you let's say red, right? So and then that is there. So that means these are participating, which shows here. So the status now you can now put okay status. What status are they? Have they launched or not? So the same thing, you can use your drop down, right? And then launched. That means they've launched, whether they've launched to mainnet or not. And then not launched. So red, right? Or let's add another one. Let's say TGE, depending on how you want it. TGE soon. Token generation event soon. Yeah, the one tracking. So you just that one is done. So what role are they now? Let's say TGE soon, right? So now, so basically this is what I do. I just make sure that I track every activities I'm doing. So to streamline the everything gets overwhelming as you're doing it. It gets overwhelming, like overly whelming. Like it'd be like you want to do this, want to do this, want to do this. When you lose track of what you are doing, right? You lose track of what you are doing. So this is just a simple guide that can actually help. This is a simple guide that can actually help you in doing some of this stuff. So now one of the things is on the long run, as you are doing this, as you're using this Google Excel sheet, it might later suggest for you to convert. It's a new feature added to this Google Excel sheet. So it can add it to convert, but instead of doing that, I can actually convert it myself. I highlight all this and then right click and then go to convert the table. You can see it here. So I convert it to table, so it make it more organized and the rest of it. So then you want to add more, maybe you want to add more protocols to it here. Come here and then just add. Then from here also, if you want to add another code, maybe you think about something you want to add to it, you can just add it here, right? So this is basically how I track some of my activities. So it makes everything looks organized and I know where to go to. So depending on how, so you can even still have extra, you can create more shit here, where this one can sell for airdrop and this one can stand for fair farming, airdrop farming, where you maybe retro airdrops where you farm them with money and the rest of it. What we are farming, I can just make it flexible. It's not something that difficult, right? Just utilize this to your own users, personal use. Now you are using your move, so everything you are doing here is being saved automatically to your document. So it's your Google Drive, rather, to your Google Drive. So anytime you need it, you can download it offline. This is it. If you need it offline, download to Microsoft Excel offline. This is offline, so open. This is PDF and the rest of it. So depending, you can also share. If you want to share with somebody, so if you want to share, this is what you do. You can select people you want to share this with here. If you know their Gmail, you can just select, and I'm not sharing, so I'm not selecting anyone. Then this one is restricted. Only people with access can open this link. You can restrict access, or you can make it anyone. So there will be viewers. You can also set this to maybe commenter or editor. If you set it to editor, that means the person that has the link can edit. Then you can copy the link and then send to the person. If you don't want, so that means we can actually work on this thing together. So we can have a team. Maybe the groups is an airdrop farmer. Maybe you have a group where all of you are airdrop farmers, and then you just have a link, something like created development. And so each person, as they are getting their own airdrops update, they updated it to the form, and everybody just check it out, and then okay, everybody just through that just do everything they're supposed to do. So it's very very easy. It's very very easy. So now thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful for your journey and for staying committed to um, your airdrop farming journey. All right, now I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.